Good morning, welcome and welcome back to Paper, Paint, and Spaceships. It is December 24th. It's Christmas Eve. So today is the last day of Colorvent and the last day of my tea advent calendar. Today was called itself Sugar Pear Fairy, which is very weird. It didn't taste very sugary, but yeah. So since today is the last day of Colorvent, once I open up the inks, I will talk about how to vote. I think it's open for everyone. Anyways, so in 2019, Inkvent had a purple bow, which is a purple with some light sheening. It looks a little bit gold. So there you go. In 2021, say 2019 for purple bow. Purple bow is 2019. In 2021, it was Yuletide, which is a teal with red sheen. Trying to get the sheen to show off a little bit. It's a little bit of a struggle. In 2022, there's One More Sleep. The thing about the Christmas Eve ones is a couple of them are among my favorites. So I loved One More Sleep. It is slightly polychromatic. So it is a blue with faint pink inside. In 2023, there was Diamond Sugar Snap, which is a nice, like, crisp green with silver shimmer. It's the sugar, you see. In 2024, Inkvent. I'm going to put my little tab away. Inkvent had Salted Caramel, which is a brown with gold shimmer. All right. Colorvent, which is actually not that one. That's the one I just put there. Colorvent from last year had Christmas Star. And so last year when they did the voting, they had 3 winners for the Colorvent calendar that they turned into full-size bottles. They weren't my favorites, that's for sure. But Christmas Star, Milky Way, which that's a pretty good choice, and Pulsar Pulse were the winners for last year. They were the fan favorites, and part of me can't help but think that there's no accounting for taste. I don't dislike Christmas Star. I just think there were better choices. Like, we didn't have to have 2/3 of them be shimmer. That's fine. It's fine. Anyways, I'm just grumpy. But we do have Inkvent today. So here is the 24th. The predictions today, we have brown and orange, and then we have a final bisexual, which I'm not sure if that's the color of the last bisexual in the world. I mean, I know what she meant, but I choose to leave some ambiguity. But because that is technically 3 color guessing, we're going to start with the top of the flag and we're going to say pink. Antler. It is a pigment. It is a dark pigment, so it's not as like vibrant in the bottle as the others. Let's pull out our pigment pipette. Pigment pet. I'm not sure I can portmanteau that. I'm fine. Meow. Yeah. I would say that's brown. Ooh, it's a nice brown. It's like a chocolatey, pinky thing. Teeny tiny hairs on this page, is that? Oh no, that is not the hairs. That is just where I was, where I had put the thing. So this is antler. And we'll let that dry. I don't know why I'm putting this back. It looks like a really good brown. The pigment inks are fascinating to me because they dry strangely. I am getting distracted this morning, so there's that. Shall we check to see if my little brush has decided to get clean? Get clean, dweeb. No, it's not. But does it matter? Ooh. Does it matter if the ink is pigment and dark? I don't think it does. So let's go. That's a really soft brown. I'm a fan. It does make you think of antlers when you look at it, though. So that is that is my little Inkvent bottle holder full. Burr, 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 burr. I'm here this morning, you guys. Antler, are you gonna bleed through? Don't do it. It's so weird. And on to the Colorvent calendar. So since this is the last one, once we open this up, we can, I'm going to put the link down in the description, just so I have a chance to vote first, just in case anything happens. Yeah. So after this, we can vote for our 3 favorites. I think that I know my 3 favorites from this year, at least so far. So we'll see if we will see. Actually, I have 4 favorites because I really do like Milky Sea. But we will see if today's usurps my favorites. But so far, it is Erebus Crater. Milky Sea is coming in at a close 4th. I think Blue Hole. I am obsessed with Blue Hole. I haven't decided what to ink it in, but I am looking forward to it. And then Cosmic Reef, actually. So Cosmic Reef has similar vibes, different, but similar to Molten Basalt from the Inkvent calendar. And I am also obsessed with that one. So those are my top 3 so far. Top 4. Don't worry about it. Let's open today. So the predictions for today are teal, red, and then I suppose since we didn't have a pink in the last one, it'll need to be a pink. But we can move down and go to the purple. I do need a tool. Ooh, Winter Wonderland. In the frozen heart of space, a star, a star-forming nebula sparkles like snow. It is where the shape of winter quietly rests. I am curious if this is an actual nebula. We will have to go see. I have a feeling that this one is going to be one of the winners this year. It is glistening. Please note that none of mine had shimmer in them. Oh, that's interesting. It actually does not have a whole lot. Yay! Colorverse. Colorverse is the best. Except for that one, Butterfly Nebula. That one is terrible. I say terrible with love. It's just miserable to write with. It's very pretty. Makes me sad that it's miserable to write with. Okay. Clean this off. Oh no. Okay, here we go. No. I will need to clean my desk after this. I know that there are some folks on YouTube, especially in the like ink swatching space, who very much lean into the it is a sign of use, but my brain does not do well at all with mess and clutter, which is really unfortunate because I just default to mess and clutter. I am not a naturally tidy person. I just am my best when things are tidy and clean, both like visually and train of thought. Hello? Where'd you go? Both like visually and like actually organized and tidy. I have some, I suppose you can't tell when you look at my studio, but that's okay. A star, shining in the east. Okay, so that is definitely teal with a little bit of red sheen and some light shimmer. Like, that is some respectful shimmer. I don't think it knocks any of my favorites off the top, but I think that it does come in kind of close behind them. At least the way that it looks right now. So we will see what it looks like. And the painted swatch on slightly different paper. Let's see how clean it is. It's doing good. Okay. All right. Let's shake this up again. And we're ready. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, that is pretty. I can't wait to go look it up and see if it is a real nebula called Winter Wonderland. So far, these have been real. Like the one that I thought was a kind of euphemism. Oh gosh, which one was it? It was the green one. Where is it? Cosmic Reef. This one I thought was referencing a like reef nebula. No, it is actually called the Cosmic Reef. And I appreciate that about Colorverse. Their space and science themed inks really just nourish my spirits. It makes me so happy. Yeah, so this is a really nice ink. I am glad to have it. Definitely top 5, I think, but probably not top 3. Let's talk about Inkvent for a little bit because tomorrow is special. Tomorrow is Christmas. It is in the Inkvent calendar. It's the only full-size bottle. So let me see if I have a... No, I think they're all at work. I do not have a normal-sized diamine. Well, that's not true. I have a big one, but it's not that. Let's use rubber duster. So they're like roughly this size, just a little bit small. Oh, I have last year's. Here we go. Here they are. So this was last year's Christmas ink. This is Good Tidings. For most of the years so far, we'll say 4 out of 5 of the Inkvents so far, the Christmas ink has been shimmer, sheen, and the color of the calendar. So last year, the calendar was the black calendar, so it was black. The year before it was purple, and back to the first one, which was blue. So tomorrow is almost definitely going to be a teal. So we're not going to do the same kind of prediction. Most people will assume that it is going to be a shimmer and a sheen. I don't. I think, actually, with today's being a pigment, I'm not sure. Last year, it was just an extreme sheen. Like, there was nothing else going on. It was just an extreme sheen. And so this year, I thought that they might do a pigment, like a teal pigment with shimmer. So let me know in the comments if you think tomorrow is going to be a pigment or a regular like sheening ink, and whether or not it's going to have shimmer. Let me know what you thought of the inks today, which one was your favorite, and you all have a wonderful Christmas Eve if you celebrate. If you don't, have a wonderful 3 days after the winter solstice. But whatever flavor of winter holiday you celebrate, I hope you have a good one. Bye.